to, I don't know, love, Gary, Vayner, Chuck. In what promises to be a ridiculous show with awesome wine. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vayner, Chuck, and this is the Thunder Show. Because the wristband says it. We brought it. AKA the world's most passionate thing. So, my ridiculousness, we're going to do what wine goes best with matzah. It's a recommendation show today. What we do very rarely is talk about wines I've actually had. I mean, we're less than a handful of shows, or maybe even less than that. We're dealing with wines that I've had. But today we have 2 out of 3 that I've had. We were so lucky that Dry Drew was kind enough to bring us homemade matzah as Passover is winding down. I think people want to know what wine goes great with matzah. And so I picked a kosher Chardonnay that I had with matzah not too long ago, the other day. You like matzah? Mm-hmm. Take this. This is really good. Like homemade. I'll get into that. I mean, this show is ridiculous. We've got things to read. I have a story for you to read. We are giving away the first book to a Vaniac. We're going to have a contest. It's going to require a comment at today's show. And that's how we roll. But I will sign it to them personally, and they will have the first copy. I'm going to actually even number it. Number 1. From, I can't spell, from WLTV, episode 452. Speaking of 452 episodes, we have the countdown. We have passed some clowns like Bonanza and The Real World, and we're going to get some people. We're going to be focusing. I cannot believe Mr. Wizard is on the list. We reference him quite a bit. Really going to focus on Lassie. I'm angry at that dog. I mean, imagine Lassie on the Thunder Show. Yep. What, Lassie? The Pinot Noir has great terroir? Yep. That's kind of, is that, oof. I don't know how,
It would be deeper.
It would be, oof, not that deep. Sheen. But remember that show was crazy. What, Lassie? The fire is going on in the woods? Yeah, I mean, like, amazing. We should have Lassie on the show. Smell, yap. I wonder how many Lassie dogs they went through. But Lassie, I'm coming at you. And today, as you can see, I'm totally discombobulated. We're not on the couch on Laid Back Friday. We're here. We're signing away books. So we are going to do a drawing. If you leave a comment, we will contact you and I will personalize the first book. Mott, this is a great time to link it up. If you have not purchased a book yet and not send in the receipt to books and you get part of our contests. What? Book, right? No, book at winelibrary.com.
I'll link that up.
Yeah, link that up, but link up the 101 Wines page as well that we have right over here. Some big stuff we're going to be announcing next week on that, and hopefully you're supporting the book because we dropped out of top 1,000 Amazon. That broke my heart. I mean, Mother's Day, Father's Day. Anyway, I'm really pumped for this show. Let's get right into the ridiculousness that is the shout-outs that we have to go through today. We've got Tor. Happy birthday to you from Travi. We have Leaf Sunstrom. It's your 27th birthday. Big ups for that. Laura Gelman rolls in at 42 years old. Happy birthday. We've got Lyle Herman, the big 2-1, baby. Lyle, happy birthday to you. And we have Stephen Pollock's birthday this Sunday. Happy birthday to you. And Donna, I can't even read this. Donna Gary. A mega 30th happy anniversary for Donna and Gary. You like that, right, Mott? And Ryan and Julie are hosting their first tasting tonight. Their taste along. You like that, Mott? So, this has gotten ridiculous. No more shout-outs. I mean, that was crazy. Matzah. Yummy. Herzog. Special Reserve Chardonnay. Rolling in at $23 US, 2005 Chardonnay. And, I had this a couple nights ago. And ironically enough, I was rolling with it with just matzah, and I remember thinking, what a great pairing. And kind of forgot about it. Didn't think I was going to put it on the Thunder Show. And then, Dry Drew hit me up and said, what wines go with matzah? I said, it's a great opportunity. Did I take this off? This is not. It's a crazy show. Sniffy sniff. Lots of vanilla coming through on the nose, and I remember that from the other day as well. the big ass glasses here. Some really, really interesting cauliflower. No, dandelion. Like I can't really nail it down, but it's clearly vanilla bean meets a little bit of buttered oak meets some sort of weed or flower that I can't pinpoint. I like how I thought cauliflower was a flower. Let's give it a whirl. Nice, massive fruit, but good balance. A little bit light, a lot lighter than I kind of remember it. Can't stay off the matzah. It's a good matzah. You liked it, right, Matt? Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Thank you. Really interesting papaya flavors on the mid palate. Transitions into a little bit of a too much of a heat. Believe it or not, I actually don't like this as much as I did the other night. Maybe because my palate had a lot of food in it. Maybe because I was with family and friends. Mindset. But this $23 wine, which now that I'm not allowed to make fun of Vinny Testaverde, I'll go after the guy who I really hate, Michael Jordan, 23 Bones. I'm going to score this wine 87 points, and at this price point, how weird is this? The recommendation show, and I'm not going to recommend something. I think we're jinxed, because what happened yesterday? That was crazy. Loved all those wines, guys. It was unbelievable. We got to bring Funky Brown Chick more often. I'm in such a chill mood, huh? Am I not bringing thunder, or am I too laid back? Right, let's read this. Maybe this will get me excited. Alan Utek emails me the other day, guys. Hello, congratulations on your book. Ooh, nice. Let me know if it warrants a shout out. This did. This is awesome. Get ready, Vader Nation. 2 months ago, our family was up in the cottage, and we were drinking different wines. My niece and nephew were there too, and we let them do the sniffy sniff, but did not let them drink the wine. Last week, my niece, Brittany Utek, 8 years old, was at her last first communion class. The class was allowed to try the wine. Well, Brittany asked her mother in front of the entire class, quote, "Should I do a sniffy sniff first?" All the other parents in the class wondered what she was asking. Wow. That may be 920 Albert. That may be one of my favorite stories of the Vader Nation. That's awesome, Mott. How cool is that? Really, really cool. Thank you for sharing that story. Super pumped. And I want to get real focused because I have a great story of my own. But before I do, I have an announcement. Secret packs are back. Secret pack A, secret pack B. Different wines. You can have them all. They're $29.99 each. So you can have all of them for 60 bones, Mott. So you can come along and you can watch 2 of the wines of the show or all 4. The secret pack thing has gotten crazy. We've made a boatload of them. Last time we went through thousands of them. It's always exciting and humbling to taste along with you. This time we are doing it on May 6th, Mott. May 6th. We're going to link these 2 up. Link them up, Motty. We are going to taste these 4 wines because there's 2 in each pack. No confusion this time. $29.99 each. I hope you join us. I'm pretty darn excited about the lineup. I think it's going to be cool. I want to talk about something else that is cool. An RSS. Really simple syndication. An RSS. If you want to sign up for my RSS, it's over here. We added a new orange button. You can see it right over here. I think it's going to be important because I'm going to redefine what RSS means, which means my definition is really special secrets. So if you're signed up for the Wine Library TV RSS feed, you're going to be getting stuff. Secret stuff. So I highly recommend, and if you don't know what an RSS feed is, Mott, let's link that up. I'll dig that up. Link it up. Let's explain to everybody what an RSS feed is, and let's move on to what I'm most excited about today, hands down, which is a small little winery I discovered when I was at Taste of Washington a couple weeks ago. This is the Pummum sellers wines. Now, I had the Shia Red, which completely blew me away. They also make a Syrah, which we're going to taste. I think I might have sipped it real quick at the cellar, but at the tasting, but I just don't even remember it. I'm almost sure I didn't. Lovely couple, and I thought the wines, Javier, I believe is the name of the gentleman involved. I'm trying to go off the top of my head. From my entire trip in Washington, these were the wines that really stood out and got me excited. I thought on this occasion, the Matzah and the book and the packs and, just kind of fun day, kind of mix it up off the couch on this Friday. I want to tell you guys about a winery that really blew my socks off. I've been really debating if I should ever do this on the Thunder Show. It's tough, right? Because I want the format to be me not knowing, but once in a blue moon, every 452 episodes, I can come flat out and say, you guys need to go out and find this wine, and that's what I'm telling you with this poem. This Shia Red probably holds a dear part of my heart because my grandfather, my great-grandfather, who unfortunately passed away when we were only a couple years into being in America, Shia was his name, and he was really special to me. He was my best friend. He would walk me to the park, and I would ride my big wheels with him, and he'd buy me vanilla ice cream, and he was an amazing man. I couldn't imagine living 70-plus years in one country and then picking up and moving to America to be poor in another. It's crazy. Can you imagine that? Imagine living another 30 years here and then moving somewhere else and having nothing. It's crazy. So, he was a special guy. I really gravitated towards him, which means he must have been unbelievably radul, and I want to give him a big shout out at this moment. But what was really cool for me was that this Shia Red also blew me away. Now, this wine's really interesting. It's $34 US suggested. It comes in at 14.7% alcohol content. This is a blend of 59% Cabernet, 27% Merlot, 10% Cab Franc, and 3% Malbec, and 1% of Petit Verdot. And so it's a really interesting wine. I thought it was extremely well priced, I remember thinking, and was extremely well balanced. Let's see if it holds up, because so far, my other recommendation that I came with actually wasn't as good as it was 10 days ago, and I was pretty clear-headed 10 days ago, so I'm pretty upset about that. And that should teach you a lesson. Wines change, different scenarios, different time zones, different thought processes, the way you feel, sometimes different bottles, only great bottles, not great wines. I always hear that a lot, usually for older wine. But it's the way it is. Sometimes that's the way it is, and your palate is in a different place. Sometimes maybe my palate's changed completely in the last 10 days. Probably not. Great color. Let's give it a little bit of a sniffy sniff. And see, this is what I remembered about this wine. Wow. Let's smell this. Just an amazing explosion of cranberry and pomegranate with an unbelievably cedar and Asian spice component. Just aromatically awesome. You like the smell?
Definitely.
Very pretty. Do you remember this at the park? You were there. Yeah, but you weren't there when I went to their table. Very complex nose. Believe it or not, almost has a fishy component. Now, I'm just going to turn so many people off, but for me, like a subtlety in the background is a little fish component that I find extremely interesting. Let's give it a whirl. Big mouthfeel, very classic. Really reminds me of a classic Bordeaux from the right bank. With accelerated fruit and excitement. It's just a downright exciting bottle of wine with real complexity and elegance. Like a royal family member that just can chill, right? That's what this reminds me of. It is a gorgeous effort. Grapefruit, so good. This is lights out stuff. Great complexity. Once again, gets me really excited about Washington State. What I really like about this is this from the Yakima Valley, an area we don't talk about a lot, an area that a lot of people are not focusing on. With all the hoopla on Walla Walla, Yakima's got a place in this world to produce great wine. The elegance of this wine is really unparalleled, and for 34 bones, here's where it gets really darn sad. Only 275 cases produced of this Mott, so not a lot. So what we're going to do, and we rarely do this, but We got to do it. Mott, link it up. Vaniacs, pay attention. Get on this mailing list. Doesn't cost you anything, and you don't even have to buy the wine. But I have a feeling that this is the kind of wine that has the potential to get very culty very quickly. And if you're on the mailing list, you're going to have a much better chance of getting this wine, because I have a feeling we're not going to be able to get it. I don't feel like this is going to be a retail play. I think this is going to be direct to consumer, maybe some special restaurants. This is really amazing wine. Mott, let's go 94 plus points on this for $34. Steel City, USA. And I'm not talking about Pittsburgh.
Time to crash their servers.
What's that?
Time to crash their servers.
Yeah. I mean, look how this wine totally mellowed me. I'm I'm just like so, right? I mean, back end chocolate flavors that I love. Pair this with any kind of meat. Also, Busco, I'd love to have it with that. 5 to 7 years from now, I think it even opened up a little bit more. I think it could last for 10 plus years. This is gorgeous. Period. End of story. Gorgeous. And it's got charisma. You know, when I first saw Kate Bosworth, I thought she was really cute, right? Do you know what really hooked me on her? One eye brown, one eye blue. That's how I kind of look at this wine. Pretty, sure, blonde, little pretty girl, but it has like something a little different, a little interesting, and that's what this wine has. It has like a really interesting kind of, I feel like when I'm drinking this wine, I'm drinking it out of an eyedropper. And I guess the reason I'm going there is I feel the intensity. Like almost like, you know how you have medicine, like, you know, like there's something about the focus and intensity of this wine. I'm dying to try this. Let's get into it. Pomum, 2005, Columbia Valley, Syrah. This wine comes from Horse Heaven and comes from Hills and from Yakima, and is 100% Syrah, and is also $34 US. It's another thing that I'm excited about. Not too crazy on the prices. Again, we don't even carry these wines. That's what I think about that. Oh. Let's see what's going on here. Snippy snip. A little classic on the nose. Gets a little bit Rhony on the nose. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of roasted red peppers. Pretty little cherry component coming through on the nose as well. Very interesting. I mean, you know, good nose. Let's give it a whirl. Big fruit, kind of over the toppy, little Australian that way. A lot of red licorice in this wine. I also get a red cassis kind of component, which is pretty interesting. Little sweet for me on the back end. It's okay. Solid. I mean, really well made. Don't get me wrong. But textbook Syrah for me. I've tasted a lot of Syrah like this. For me, there's not been a lot of $34 wines that I've had like this that have completely blown me away. By the way, let's go 95 points on this, Mott. I was being a jerk for no reason. I'm going to go 90 points on the Syrah. I think it's extremely good. I think a lot of people would like it. It goes to the top, but doesn't go completely over the top from a standpoint of getting completely fake and too over the top, too alcoholic. It's balanced. It's well made. I don't know. There's no charisma factor. It's too textbook for me. And that's what it kind of holds me back from. I got to be honest with you. This wine right here, please, if you see it on a restaurant list or if you're lucky enough to score some bottles of this, put this away, my friends. I mean, put it away for like 2 or 3 years, and I promise you, you're going to like it. You're going to like it a lot. Killer balance. Question of the day. On this Friday, I didn't even mention the NFL draft. That's where I'm going to be tomorrow. As you may know, I have a 2-year streak of showing up on ESPN. Some of you might have seen me today on ESPN because I just got pinged like 900 times. ESPN's showing a highlight for the draft. I'm in it. I will be making an appearance tomorrow. I will find the camera. And the Jets will not be taking McFadden or Ryan. I think they're going to stun the world. I think we're going to get Golston. Some people think we're taking him. We might even go for Ellis. We're going to do something weird. I feel something interesting. I think we're going to trade out. We're just brilliant. The Jets are brilliant. Deal with it. Question of the day. What do you recommend to me? I'm going to be looking for it. Because remember, you can win a signed copy for free. And you like leaving comments because they make me happy. And we've pumped out 452 shows. Which I may add is more than The Simpsons, The Real World, Bonanza, and Ozzie and Harriet. And do you know why? Because you, with a little bit of me, we're changing the wine world. Whether they like it or not. Weird show. Have a great weekend.